behind him, Prince Marad, followed by Ancona Edition, Royal Cut, Ronga Franca, and Music Town dropped out to be last of all. Tomorrow, and repeating that Hawkesbury in Sydney has already been abandoned. Hawkesbury's meeting has been abandoned tomorrow. Now, Flying Voodoo to come forward. Brett Preble looking for another Metropolitan double. Flying Voodoo was locked away and backed out. King Lap ready. Flying Voodoo comes back into the line now. And they're all set. Ready to go. Favourite on the outside. Away they go. Flying Voodoo jumped away okay. So did Centre Rising. King Lap, Lord Loxley down on the inside. Il Mauger was away fast. Now he's grabbed hold of Flying Voodoo, cutting across the heels and settling towards the end. Arden Street and It's a Dance are the only ones behind it. Il Mauger at the post, a lap to go. Just leads Centre Rising moving up, and Hulazan coming across to try and get in, still caught out wide the top weight. King Lap getting up inside her with Sir Poet, followed by Noble Dreamer. Back behind them, turning out of the straight, Western Reality on the outside of Lord Loxley, and then Flying Voodoo, Arden Street and It's a Dancer last of all. Il Mauger speeding along out in front now, heads out towards the 1800 metre mark, setting up 4 lengths on Centre Rising. King Lap a half length away third. Hulazan is over on the outside in 4th placing from Noble Dreamer and Sir Poet. 2 lengths then to Western Reality, 2 lengths behind it Lord Loxley, well away from the pace today. Flying Voodoo behind them, followed by It's a Dancer and Arden Street last of all. Il Mauger is setting a fast tempo at the 1400 metres, and under Gary Murphy he leads by about 5 lengths now on Centre Rising. King Lap on the inside is third, 1 away in 4th placing, then moving up over on the outside Hulazan, followed a bit further back by Sir Poet on the outside of Noble Dreamer. 2 lengths Western Reality over on the outside of Lord Loxley, and then Flying Voodoo, It's a Dancer and a length and a half to Arden Street. Il Mauger heading to the 1000 metre mark, about 2.5 lengths Centre Rising. Hulazan working up on the outside. I think she's been wide all the way. Over on the rails in 4th placing is King Lap, ridden along now, and they're followed a length further back by Noble Dreamer. Back behind those horses, Sir Poet coming out wide, and then 2 or 3 lengths breaking the field to Western Reality and Lord Loxley together. Flying Voodoo starting his run now round the outside, and he's going forward, and then It's a Dancer and Arden Street back last of all. Il Mauger leads at the 600 metre mark. He's about 2 lengths in front of King Lap, grinding away on the inside still from Hulazan. Here's Flying Voodoo. He's circling the field very quickly, and he's moved up strongly to second now. Arden Street's following him home round the outside. Il Mauger leads. Flying Voodoo at the turn, Noble Dreamer third, and then Arden Street wide out from Hulazan. King Lap on the rail and Lord Loxley. Flying Voodoo goes to the lead around the home turn from King Lap and Il Mauger, then Noble Dreamer. Flying Voodoo the leader. King Lap about a length and a half away on the inside. Flying Voodoo responding to Brett Preble though, still has a little margin on King Lap, Noble Dreamer and Il Mauger. Flying Voodoo's pulling out plenty. He'll be too strong, and Flying Voodoo wins it by over 2 lengths to King Lap second. Noble Dreamer ahead away third. Il Mauger 4th, Lord Loxley 5th. Then It's a Dancer, Arden Street, Western Reality. Hulazan dropped out after the hard run. Centre Rising and Sir Poet, the 2 were back from hurdles at their last starts, have finished at the tail. Well, another double for Brett Preble, who is just knocking up riding winners at the moment. Number 3, Flying Voodoo. Countess Capri the inside. Barbella was having a double barrel kick when they jumped out of the stalls, but didn't miss it much, and Countess Capri first out. Away quickly Palace Beauty, Bewitch on the outside, Santa's Vixen and Blushing Miss when they settled fully into stride now, and then Amy's Blushing out wide going forward. Barbella had dropped out to last, and Palace Beauty led but throws the head up when settling. Led about a half a length from Bewitch, who's gone up from the outside barrier to second. Then came Amy's Blushing, moving up 3 wide on the outside, a length and a half further back Countess Capri 4th on the rail. Then Santa's Vixen 3/4 away, followed by Blushing Miss, a length to Treese on the inside, and then Listening's Joy. They're followed by Grey Tana, and last of all, as they head towards the 1000 metre mark, there is Barbella. Palace Beauty has slowed them down along the back of the track, and she controls the race with 1,000 to go, leading a half length Bewitch and Amy's Blushing on the outside 3 deep. A length and a half Countess Capri on the inside of Santa's Vixen. Listening's Joy going up wide, and Blushing Miss between horses. 1 to Treese third last, followed by Grey Tana, and a length and a half to Barbella. 700 to go. Palace Beauty still controlling it, only a half in front of Bewitch and Amy's Blushing. Listening's Joy going around the outside of Santa's Vixen. Back on the inside, Countess Capri, followed by Blushing Miss. Third last to Treese from Grey Tana and Barbella. 500 left to go, and Palace Beauty about a neck in front of Bewitch. Amy's Blushing just niggled at third the outside, and Listening's Joy out 4 wide. Countess Capri just behind them from Blushing Miss, and then Santa's Vixen and Tetris when they corner. Palace Beauty first into the straight, straightened up 3/4 in front of Bewitch now. Countess Capri is trying to get a rails run from Palace Beauty. Wider out Blushing Miss is running on with great purpose. It's now at the 200 metres, and Palace Beauty has been joined and headed very quickly by Blushing Miss. Bewitch trying to go with her, and Barbella's storming home from last. The leader is Blushing Miss. Barbella's coming at her hard. They hit the line, and Blushing Miss, I think, just lasted. Give it a Blushing Miss over Barbella. Third, 3 lengths away, another photo. Countess Capri, all Bewitch. And they were clear then of Tetris on the outside. Palace Beauty weakening in the straight after controlling the race. And back behind them to finish was Amy's Blushing Grey, Tana and Listening's Joy, with Santa's Vixen a distant last in the race. Judges called for a photo here. Blushing Miss bolting to the front, and then Barbella storming home on the outside. Ready to break. All set, 1,200 metres for the second. Away they go. Clay Target actually won the jump in the middle of the line. Away quickly there was Lady Cashan. Going out fast, Safari Sunset is showing pace with Honquok Spirit down near the inside. Flamber's pushing up as well when they settle fully into stride now. Flamber with the rail, Honquok Spirit. Clay Target are headed off now by Safari Sunset over on the outside of them. About a length and a half, Manila Pan, followed by Crevet Cure on the inside there in company with Tiarani. Citronella out wide in that bunch of 2-year-olds. About 2 lengths further back is Star Spell over on the inside. Lady Cashan is just behind it going past the 600 metres. Final Exhibit wide out going forward, and Pukahina's in that bunch as well. Settling well back is Hanover Township, and Vital Maid is last of all coming to the turn. And Safari Sunset, the leader down near the inside, about 2 lengths clear. Tracking very wide there is Clay Target, followed then by Toy Carousel, who's third around the home turn from Flamber on the inside. And further back in the field is Tiarani, followed by Citronella. At the 200, and Safari Sunset had raced about 4 lengths in front here from Clay Target, who can't go on, and Toy Carousel battling along on the inside from Final Exhibit. But Safari Sunset is going to bolt it in. Safari Sunset, an easy winner by 5 lengths. Running second, Clay Target. Third placing to Toy Carousel, followed by Hanover Township over on the inside, and then Final Exhibit, Manila Pan. Next, Star Spell, Citronella, Pukahina. Back behind those to finish in the race. At the head of the other horses over on the inside was Crevet Cure, and then Tiarani. Flamber's finished well back. Then Honquok Spirit, who showed some pace. Vital Maid and Lady Cashan dropped out to finish last. Just the 7 to run over 1,400, and they're all set. And away they go. Magic Sovereign winning the jump over on the inside, but headed immediately by Zumbido and Little Miss Echo. Settling third, Arabian Poppy outside Magic Sovereign. 2 or 3 lengths further back, Our Spanish Eyes outside Latilla. And 2 lengths Considerate, and Zumbido, as she did at her last start, is zooming away out in front and is going to head to the 1,000-metre mark, opening up about 7 or 8 lengths here. Little Miss Echo running second. 2 lengths Arabian Poppy. 2 lengths to Magic Sovereign. 3 or 4 lengths to Our Spanish Eyes. 1 Latilla and 1.5 Considerate to the railway side. 800 left to go, and Zumbido about 7 lengths clear. Running second, Little Miss Echo. 3/4 away, Arabian Poppy. 2 lengths to Magic Sovereign. 4 lengths to Our Spanish Eyes. Getting up on the inside of it is Latilla, and 2 lengths Considerate. The 600 metres, and Zumbido's lead still about 6 lengths here from Little Miss Echo. 1 Arabian Poppy, 1.5 Magic Sovereign, and 3 lengths back then Our Spanish Eyes outside Latilla and Considerate. Zumbido's lead has come back to about 4 lengths coming around the home turn over Little Miss Echo. Arabian Poppy third, and Magic Sovereign swinging to the outside. Zumbido in the straight, only 2 lengths to Little Miss Echo. On the outside, Magic Sovereign. Latilla's running up behind them, and then Arabian Poppy. Zumbido at the 200 is being tackled by Little Miss Echo. Magic Sovereign, and Latilla gets the rails run now. Magic Sovereign the outside, and Latilla on the rail. Latilla's coming home the better on the inside. Magic Sovereign still with the nose in front, and Magic Sovereign won it by about a half head to a head, Latilla. Little Miss Echo's got third, and then Zumbido, followed by Arabian Poppy, Our Spanish Eyes, and Considerate saw them all the way. Area all set. Ready to break race 4. Off they go. Onga Khan jumped okay on the inside today. Warinda was away all right. Mers going forward early with Sibidium heading towards the front as well. Nakuma out wide, and Heart of Egypt tracking very deep when they settle down, with Requisites dropping out the last of all. It's Mer in front climbing up the hill now. Moving up to second on the outside is Nakuma, and trapped out on the outside 3 wide is Heart of Egypt. Might have to ease back and can get a trail now. Does so. A length and a half Onga Khan, who's settling fourth on the inside. On the outside there is Cybidium, and travelling out wide Zingaro. About a length and a half Warinda, followed by God's Walkie, Hazy Eyes travelling 3 wide. 2 lengths to Satin Soul, and back behind it then Arty Music and Requisites. With about 850 to go. Mur a length and a half in front of Nakuma. Onga Khan third on the inside of Heart of Egypt. 2 lengths to Cybidium, Zumbido wide out. Warinda with those, and on the rails then about a half a length away came God's Walkie with Satin Soul starting its run round the outside. Then Hazy Eyes followed by Arty Music and Requisites. Coming near to the 500 now, Mur about a half in front, Nakuma. A length and a half Onga Khan, Heart of Egypt a neck away fourth. 2 lengths God's Walkie getting up along the inside. The fifth was Satin Soul coming around the outside, and then Zingaro when they corner. Hazy Eyes well back second last, and Mur led around the bend from Nakuma. 2 lengths to Onga Khan third. Heart of Egypt is under the whip on the outside, and then God's Walkie nearing the 200, and Mur in front with Nakuma coming at it strongly now, and it's Nakuma entering the whip, taking the lead with 150 to go, and is racing clear for a good win for Peter Mertens. Onga Khan is running on well, but Nakuma's going to win it easily, and Nakuma scores by 2 lengths to Onga Khan. Mur a neck away third, God's Walkie fourth, Heart of Egypt fifth, then Hazy Eyes followed by Satin Soul, Warinda, Arty Music followed in by Zingaro and Requisites, and Cybidium dropped out to last. 1100 metres, race 5. Off they go. Magic Music began well. So did Merry Lad, Sandridge Bay, Tamag. Marble Creek goes out fast near the outside. Settling down now after going 150. Magic Music in front of Merry Lad going up Tamag. Marble Creek 4 wide. Deeper still Captain Cortez, a length and a half further back. Kalui Star, Busy Toy and Premier Spy. Wonder Galaxy Gold Karam about 2 lengths to Sandridge Bay, Troy Star and Chiricahua. At the 600 metres now, Magic Music has the rail. Merry Lad pressing her on the outside, and Tamag 3 deep. On the outside of them is Captain Cortez 4 deep all the way. A length to Busy Toy, followed by further back Kalui Star and then Gold Karam. Marble Creek dropping off the pace, and Galaxy around the turn, and Magic Music flattened in, hasn't let it go. It kicked out by 2 lengths to Mark, Merry Lad and Busy Toy. Then came running on down the outside is Gold Karam. It's starting to finish quickly. Magic Music at the 200. They led by over 2 lengths to Gold Karam, and then to Mark, Sandridge Bay. Magic Music is clear though. She holds them safely at bay and makes it 4 straight. She's pretty smart. Magic Music wins it by over 2 lengths. Either Tamag or Gold Karam for the minors. There's nothing in that, and a bobbing go. Sandridge Bay fourth, then Busy Toy, Galaxy, Captain Cortez, Kalui Star, Chiricahua, followed by Premier Spy. A gap behind them to finish was Troy Star, Marble Creek, and dropping out towards the end of the field was Merry Lad. He's ready. All set. Racing on the straight began reasonably. Rain Magic seemed to blunder slightly at the start. Del Boca Vista out quickly. King Carl and Rancho Red are going very fast. Polo Jack is showing some pace when they settle fully into stride now. And coming along towards the 900 metre mark, King Carl working up on the outside goes to the lead. Del Boca Vista pushing up to second, and they're followed by Rancho Red. Polo Jack just behind them, and then Shredder getting up along the inside. Followed a bit further back in the field then by Scenic Flight. Felix the Cat going up wide and on the straight deep out with those. Then Cinnamon Cove about a length further back in the field. Rain Magic Success Story. 2 or 3 lengths Sheer Kingston and Swing Shot. Coming to the turn, King Carl the leader, a length and a half in front of Shredder with the rail. Rancho Red and Felix the Cat wider out. Then Polo Jack followed by on the straight Nicolette to make some ground. Going on the outside is Rain Magic starting its run down the outside. Felix the Cat up to King Carl at the 250 metres. Clear of Rancho Red, and Rain Magic, despite missing the start slightly, is coming home fairly well. They still haven't got to King Carl though. He's a length and a half in front. King Carl from Rain Magic lifting the last bit. King Carl just in front. Rain Magic dives. Maybe King Carl knows Rain Magic. 2 lengths away, third in the race, Felix the Cat or Rancho Red. They were clear of Sheer Kingston, and back behind those Success Story out wider. They were followed then by Cinnamon Cove. Next to finish in the race, at the head of the other horses, then came Scenic Flight. On the straight, never came into the race. Well back in the field was Swing Shot, followed by Polo Jack towards the end. Del Boca Vista's finished back near second last in company with Shredder. Ready to go now. Chenwood on the inside. Sir Macwin lashed out, had a kick at the gates. Away they go. Chenwood began okay on the inside. Away very quickly My Bodyguard, Sir Macwin and Ancona Edition. all up in the front in the early stages, followed by Lord Matthew and Music Town, and then On the Bay, followed by Prince Marad. Regal Conspiracy going forward in the early part. Then came Royal Cut, Chenwood getting a good way back from Change of Fortune, and Ronga Franca dropped out to be last. At the 1200 on top of the hill at the back of the course, My Bodyguard a length in front. Ancona Edition is second. Sir Macwin settling third or fourth on the inside of Music Town. 2 lengths then to Lord Matthew, who's got into a beautiful place, 5th position. A length behind him then On the Bay getting through on the inside. Lord Matthew throwing his head about, doesn't want to settle here. Regal Conspiracy on the outside is next, followed then by Royal Cut. Chenwood a good way back over on the inside and an awkward place when they go to the railway side. Change of Fortune outside it with Prince Marad and Ronga Franca coming out about 4 wide. They've gone inside the 800. My Bodyguard a length and a quarter. Ancona Edition. A length Sir Macwin third on the inside of Music Town, and then Lord Matthew. Regal Conspiracy coming around the outside. Over the bay, sticking to the rails, coming down the side, followed by Royal Cut. Chenwood behind them on the inside. As they came towards the turn, Ronga Franca and Change of Fortune are coming wide out. Royal Cut seemed to get into some bother there, and Prince Marad had dropped out last on the turn, and My Bodyguard flat to the board, straight and in front. Sir Macwin challenges immediately. Lord Matthew 3 out coming at them, and Chenwood's got to run through the pack down near the inside at the 200 metres now. Sir Macwin in front, Lord Matthew the outside, My Bodyguard and Chenwood trying to get through, and now Regal Conspiracy is coming. Sir Macwin the leader, Regal Conspiracy and Chenwood's got out late. Regal Conspiracy and Chenwood go to the line, and Chenwood's won it. Chenwood ahead to Regal Conspiracy, and Sir Macwin over on the rails close up. Clear of Change of Fortune, over the bay, and just behind them My Bodyguard, and then came Lord Matthew. Back behind him Prince Marad, followed by Ancona Edition, Royal Cut, Ronga Franca, and Music Town dropped out to be last of all. Ready to go, favourite on the outside. Away they go. Flying Voodoo jumped away okay, so did Centre Rising. King Lap, Lord Loxley down on the inside. Il Mauger was away fast. Now he's grabbed hold of Flying Voodoo, cutting across the heels and settling towards the end. Arden Street and It's a Dancer, the only ones behind it. Il Mauger at the post, a lap to go. Just leads Centre Rising moving up, and Hurlazan coming across to try and get in, still caught out wide the top weight. King Lap getting up inside her with Sir Poet, followed by Noble Dreamer. Back behind them, turning out of the straight, Western Reality on the outside of Lord Loxley, and then Flying Voodoo, Arden Street, and It's a Dancer last of all. Il Mauger speeding along out in front now, heads out towards the 1800 metre mark, setting up 4 lengths on Centre Rising. King Lap a half length away third. Hurlazan is over on the outside in 4th placing from Noble Dreamer and Sir Poet. 2 lengths then to Western Reality, 2 lengths behind it Lord Loxley, well away from the pace today. Flying Voodoo behind them, followed by It's a Dancer and Arden Street last of all. Il Mauger is setting a fast tempo at the 1400 metres, and under Gary Murphy he leads by about 5 lengths now on Centre Rising. King Lap on the inside is third, 1 away in 4th placing, then moving up over on the outside Hurlazan, followed a bit further back by Sir Poet on the outside of Noble Dreamer. 2 lengths Western Reality over on the outside of Lord Loxley, and then Flying Voodoo, It's a Dancer, and a length and a half to Arden Street. Il Mauger heading to the 1,000 metre mark, about 2.5 lengths Centre Rising. Hurlazan working up on the outside. I think she's been wide all the way. Over on the rails in 4th placing is King Lap, ridden along now, and they're followed a length further back by Noble Dreamer. Back behind those horses, Sir Poet coming out wide, and then 2 or 3 lengths breaking the field to Western Reality and Lord Loxley together. Flying Voodoo starting his run now round the outside, and he's going forward, and then It's a Dancer and Arden Street back last of all. Il Mauger leads at the 600 metre mark. He's about 2 lengths in front of King Lap, grinding away on the inside still from Hurlazan. Here's Flying Voodoo, he's circling the field very quickly, and he's moved up strongly to second now. Arden Street's following him home round the outside. Il Mauger leads, Flying Voodoo at the turn, Noble Dreamer third, and then Arden Street wide out from Hurlazan. King Lap on the rail and Lord Loxley. Flying Voodoo goes to the lead around the home turn from King Lap and Il Mauger, then Noble Dreamer. Flying Voodoo the leader, King Lap about a length and a half away on the inside. Flying Voodoo responding to Brett Preble though, still has a little margin on King Lap, Noble Dreamer and Il Mauger. Flying Voodoo's pulling out plenty, he'll be too strong, and Flying Voodoo wins it by over 2 lengths to King Lap second. Noble Dreamer ahead away third, Il Mauger fourth, Lord Loxley fifth. Then It's a Dancer, Arden Street, Western Reality. Hurlazan dropped out after the hard run. Centre Rising and Sir Poet, the 2 were back from hurdles at their last starts, have finished at the tail. All set. Ready to break now.